Hello again. Hello again. So it's time for a Monday power shot on self denial. I'm fascinated with this idea. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me just start by I'm doing a webinar on Thursday night, September 22nd. Yeah, that will be a week from this Thursday. It's for women only about how to become more powerful at work. Really important stuff. I had a great weekend. I talked to a lot of women all the time. They're all having problems at work. Almost all of it stems from fear, low self esteem, and just really not knowing how, as a woman, to have a place of power in business. So, there's a registration link in the description, and I'll add it to the comments after. So back to self-denial, which is a part of this whole thing that we talk about power and powerlessness, because if you don't engage your true self, if you don't really understand what's happening inside of you, you're just going to spend a life denying your thoughts, denying your feelings, and even thinking that you're immersing yourself in feelings and feeling them all the time is another form of denial, because feelings can actually be quite instead of, for me, they are cathartic, like they move through my body, they provoke certain health or disease, and then they, provoke emotion. I cry, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm joyous, whatever. And then eventually, that I work through them. But there's a way also that I could think I'm immersing myself and understanding myself by being in my feelings, but it's another form of denial, because in fact, the feeling itself is like it's like an acid trip. It's like the feeling itself is a form of getting loaded or getting high. It's taking me away from the present moment, because the truth is when I'm feeling something bad, when I'm feeling bad about something right now, it's often highly tied to something that happened in the past. So I'm not living in the present. Okay, so what's a better, more powerful way to not deny the self? And the self is for me anyway, like a cosmic makeup of how I think, what I believe, attitudes, values, things that's helpful, things that are helpful, but also things that are damaging, and things that I allow myself to participate in and believe and think that aren't for my highest good. And if I don't look at some of these things, I'm denying my true self. If I'm not thinking about how to overcome, and I'll tell you what, one of the things in business, and one of the things that I feel like distinguish men from women, and I love this about men, is I know men who just like power through things, and they look at challenges as an obstacle that just needs to be removed. And although one could, discriminate and say that that's a negative thing, I admire that, and I want more of that. I also want the sensitivity of being female or feminine and being fluid and adaptable, and maybe looking at the rock and saying, maybe that rock needs more love, shit like that. But anyway, I talk about all this stuff because I feel like what I'm aiming for is some healthy androgyny, in a sense that I'm perfectly balanced between masculine and feminine. I want to look at the rock, understand the rock, maybe try and relate to the rock, and then be like, fuck it, get out of my way. So for power, one can't deny the self. You can't deny how you feel. But I think the bigger problem is that people are so, and especially women in business who are feeling powerless, are so immersed in this feeling that some person is talking down to them. They can't get ahead because somebody else is in their way, or somebody else. It's just a lot of blame that keep us in a place of victimization. And I just am tired of looking at that. I'm tired of seeing it. And I'm tired of it's almost like it's justified. It's almost like the more we talk about it, and the more we talk about how we can blame, business, capitalism, the patriarchy, the isms, it's like the more we can justify being a victim and feeling bad about it. And again, I won't deny that there are victims of these systems, and I won't deny that things need to change. And I'm also really clear that what changes has got to be right here. What changes has got to be me. What changes has got to be like, I have to find the way to balance out who I am, achieve my highest self, keep moving towards that, stopping, starting, and also believing that I have the divine right to be everything that my highest self wants me to be. I'm not going to sit and immerse myself in stuff like low self-esteem and imposter syndrome. I'm not going to deny these feelings when they come along, but I'm not going to sit and stew in them. And I want to work with people who also don't want to continue to believe the limiting beliefs and lies that they've been told and the things that keep them down. So self-denial, the opposite of self-denial and a better place of power is self-acceptance and self-evaluation and self-growth, right? Because I want to be aspiring. The aspiring nature of my humanity has to express itself. I have to be moving up and out and forward from where I am today so I can be something more or better, which is more of me, not more and better in the world, something more and better of myself tomorrow, because then I have more to offer myself and the people around me, and my life is generally happier. So there you go. Self-denial. Women, register for my talk on Thursday, September 22nd if you're free. I'll put the link in comments. Thanks a lot for joining me and spending the time with me. I appreciate it.